My wife, which is an executive of the company. Not him. I've never met him. He was never in my studio when the song was being done. He was never anywhere in negotiations when anything was being done for Hamba Juba. Everything he's saying is being told. And if I remember how I started my response on this week's episode, I had said Cici and I had a personal relationship. I did say that. I did say that I care about Cici. I did say I love Cici. I did say she's one of the best vocalists in South Africa that we have. And I did not mop the floor with Cici. I did not mop the floor with Cici. And even now, I'm not going to sit here and disrespect Cici and say Cici is not talented, Cici is what. I was responding to what happened to Hamba Juba. All these things that this bro is saying, Cici bought nappies for my son, whatever. Sol bought nappies for my son. Sol Penduka bought nappies for my son. Sol Penduka bought milk for my son, I think. Yes. Sol bought stuff for my son. But it's not because I was not affording it. Sol was gifting me with these things because, hey bro, you just had a child, congratulations. Sol did that. At the time I was working with Sol closely. So did Cici. Cici bought it, came gifted my son. Cici did not see my son in hospital. Cici didn't buy the first bag you take to the hospital, whatever. That thing is something that you prepare months before your son or your kid or your child is even born. We had that. Cici saw my son 3 months after. 3 months after he was born. And she gifted him with a box of Pampers, a manapkeni, and 4 outfits. Yes, she did that. But she did not rescue me from saving my child, or I wasn't affording. My child was born 5 minutes away from where I was living at the time. 5 minutes. If I didn't have money to go there, I would have walked. I had a bus. I fetched Cici with my bus a lot of times. Right? I am very grateful for what Cici did for me then. Still am now. And I never sat here and said Cici is a bad person. Cici is not a bad person. It's not what I say. Lady Ama is not a bad person. That's not what I'm saying. JL is not a bad person. That's what I'm saying. I was telling the story of Hamba Juba. The question in hand was not what happened between our personal relationship, if Cici was a good or bad person, if Cici bought Pampers or not to my son, gifted something with my son or whatever it is. That's not the question. She's not the only one who did that. Saul gifted me. Who else? There's a couple of people that give. Gosazana daughter gave me 12,000 rands for my son at a time. What. Not because I didn't have money, they gifted me. And I'm very grateful. So I had a lot of people, good people around me at a time. And I'm very grateful for all that people that were there at a time. But this was not the only one. And they were not doing that because I could not afford. Nami khona abantu abazalile, nami ngabathengela izinto for ingane zabo, ngabenzela nje ukuhle nje. Nami khona nje abantu engibasizile. Siyamthola lo mtshitha. Asimtholi lo mtshitha. We're not getting a hold of this book. Fine. To him, because he sees his brother, I apologize because of how he feels. If I had a sister, I was going to come out and defend my sister the same way he's defending his sister. That's cool. It's family. Nobody wants to think or feel like their family member has been spoken wrongfully or bad about. I get where he's coming from. And I completely respect it. I get where it's coming from and I completely respected it. But there was no other way of me telling the story of Hamba Juba, which was a question. And everything that you said, my brother, how does this justify Kutimina, I paid your sister? How do you justify that? I paid your sister and your sister came out and said she did not get paid. And I have POPs, 300 and something thousand paid based on the contract. I paid. That's the issue at hand. I paid. I wanted to prove the fact that I paid your sister and your sister came out and said did not pay. How does that justify? Like, we justify kanjani ngokukhuluma ukuthi usisi wakho uthengela amapampers umntanami usisi wakho kwasha kwacima nami njengoba bangenzela ukuhle ukuthi ngoba nami bengimenzela ukuhle. There's no way ezenzela omunye umuntu ukuhle umuntu engakwenzela lutho or akwenzela ububi. I was adding value to her life. To date, I'm still gonna sit here and say I love Cici. Cici is one of the best. I cared about Cici a lot at the time. I don't hate Cici now. I don't know how to hate Cici. I said those things on my show. So I don't get this thing. And everybody here was quick to judge me before they saw my side of the story. Now my side of the story is out and nobody's posting my side of the story that has proof that people got paid. That's mina ngilapho ukuthi abantu bakhokhelwe. Khona abantu abakhokhelwe bahamba bayo blocking ngoma. How does what this Cici's brother saying justify the fact that she put the song on dispute saying she wrote the song? How does that justify that? I wrote the song. Those are the issues at hand. The song is blocked because you said you co-wrote the song. You did not write the song. And you know that. JL already said that. JL said did not have a contract with me. I proved otherwise. He had a contract with me. So now that I proved my side of the story, you guys are not reposting it because it does not serve the purpose. Inkinga bengicabanga ukuthi mina angikeep itrack yezinto engizenzayo, like we don't document stuff we do. Good enough I have a wife that keeps track of everything. Yes, I don't make payments with my account. I don't receive money in my account because I am not good. Bro, on my phone I don't even operate TikTok. Those who know me, they will tell you. There's a lot of stuff that I'm still trying to learn to do on my cell phone. And some of the things I feel like, but I have a woman that can do that. Why must I go around and do that? And me putting everything in my wife's company, my wife's and whatever. I'm married to this woman. I have kids with this woman. I'm building a legacy for my kids. And I'm older than my woman, way older than my woman. I might die and she will leave. That's the reason why. She will probably live longer than I will live to take care of my kids. It's fair enough for me to leave everything in my woman's hands when I die. Why need Domla? So those are not the things that I want to explain to a boy that does not have kids. I don't want to explain to a boy that lives in Nabazalbak. I don't want to explain none of that thing to kids like that. Cici has money that owes me and JL and Murumba Peach together. Cici signed a contract with CCA without my knowledge, without my permission, without my wife's signature, which is an executive of the company. How did you manage to get that contract signed when you own lesser a percentage of royalties? How? Explain to me. Unless you fraudulated the signature. That's what you did. And we have never received that money. It's been 2 years now. We don't know how much was that contract. You have it. My music video of Hamba Juba is in Cici's hands. It's not in my page. Go check. They posted that video in Cici's page without my permission. We had an argument. That's where our fight started. With how do I pay for a music video and you go upload it in your page? It was a whole back and forth, including with the company, Virgin Music. But why is the video on a page of someone else that is not signed here, but Virgin Music helped you make the video happen? How? Explain to me. How? How? So if you can tag him here, please tag him so I can go live with him. And we can have a one-on-one on social media because he's doing that on social media and he's not a public figure. And right now, I just made a solid decision that I'm going to delete Hamba Juba from mainstreams. I saw, guys, Bro, I literally put proof of everything down. The proof is there. And I want everybody who does music to learn from my experiences. From whether you're an exec, whether you're a producer, whether you're an artist or whatever, learn from this one. I'm glad a situation like this is out so that we can know what happens when a song is being done. Do you get me? So I don't want everybody to use this experience to feel like you're throwing me under the bus. You are not throwing me under the bus. Fuck all. Learn from this experience if you are into a music business. I'm not going to respond to an electrician because I'm not going to respond to a chef. So my responses go to people that are into the music business, that are doing the music business, to also learn from, to also learn from my experiences. And all these pages that went to and post JL's side, why did you not post my side of the story now that I brought facts? Why? Right? Please write his name here. Write his handle here. Let me take him. And the reason why I switch off my comments is because you guys are not holding me accountable for what you feel like I'm guilty of. If you come on my comments and hold me accountable based on how you're analyzing the situation, it's fine. But I'll block that shit. I'll block. That's not what we want. If you come to my comments and tell me something constructive and say, bro, pay the kids, what, that's completely fine. I don't mind that. That's completely fine. But you don't qualify good pay king usebenzisa i-ghost account for ukuzongithuka and then mina ngikwazi ngihlangana nawe kusasa uyaphinda uzocela isithombe. Okay, bafethu. Okay, kasibeni fair. If you want to address me with your page, not with ghost accounts. Please write his handle here. I'll take him. I'll call. What is his handle, please? So I can tag him. I want to invite him to this live.
Yeah. Thank you.
And seriously, bro, I really didn't want to do a back and forth with Cici or with Lady Ama or with like, this is people I cared about. This is people that added value in my life. These people I added value in their lives. If you go throughout all their pages, my song is the biggest song in their career. All of them. No one has a bigger song than that in their career. So I added value in their lives. And what I'm saying is that I paid. I showed proof. I paid. And the issue at the hand is I paid. Proof is there. The issue is Cici went there and blocked the song, saying she co-wrote the song, and it's a lie. JL is recently now saying and telling the truth that tell you something, bro. Most people who are pushing this agenda is people that owe royalties, that they don't want, that want to take the power away from me of advocating for royalties. So if you're an artist and that's exactly what you're doing. I'm the only guy who stand up for royalties in this country. The only guy who stand up for kids who are being rocked in this country. And now you have proof that I did not rock these kids. I showed you proof. And I'm fixing it. I'm solving it with JL. I'm fixing it. I'm trying my level best that JL gets his money. I'm trying to my level best to release the money so that JL can get his money. Get a hold of him. He's going to tell you that Krutman is trying his best. And manje why money ngafuni? Why is a good lie detector machine? We invited everybody on the show. JL agreed to come on the show, take lie detector machine. I agreed to be on the show and take lie detector machine. Just like everybody else. But again, we have one person who did not agree to come to the show and take lie detector machine. Guess who is it? Right? How do I open my comments here so that you guys can... Again, I had to ask my wife to block my comments. Let me ask my wife to open my comments again. How do you do? You can instruct me, I'll do it. Yeah, well, let me close this live because clearly I'm not gonna be able to add this brewer. I don't know his handle. But get to summarize it. Cici did help me in my life. Cici did care for my kid at a time that she met 3 months later. Cici was a good person in my life. I was a good person in Cici's life. There was just no other way I can tell the story without telling the truth. And that was it. And the issue at hand was not a personal relationship. When it comes to personal relationship, I said Cici was a good person. I had a personal relationship with Cici, and I loved Cici and I cared about Cici. Now, when it comes to me, Hamba Juba royalties, I paid Cici Hamba Juba royalties. I wrote Hamba Juba. Cici did not write Hamba Juba. And she put the song on dispute using that, which she co-wrote. That's it. That's it. I am fixing the issue of royalties. I'm trying my level best for the song to be released of dispute so I can pay Sony and Sony pays JL. Guys, kunemthetho ku music business. Angikwazi ukuthi ngenze ingoma nobani. Let me give an example. Angikwazi ukuthi ngenze ingoma nobasi. Mina ngihambe ngikhokhela ubasi directly. Angikwazi ukuthi ngenze ingoma neartist yasowa matric ngiyokhokhela iartist yasowa matric ngakhokheli usowa matric icompany yakhe ngoba le ngoma iyenziwe ku artist ngesikhathi senza le ngoma ube signwe under sowa matric so kufanele ngiyokhokhela icompany le usowa matric whether it's 10 years later or 15 years later there's laws and rules in the music business and we all have to operate under those rules, and that's what I did by paying Ambitious. Bash, instruct me how to open my comments. But yeah, umuntu ofuna ukungithuka angithuka ngeaccount right, angangithuki ngama-ghost account. Khona nami ngizokwazi ukuthuka back. Akuwena kuphela wazi inhlamba, nami ngiyayazi inhlamba. Turn on comments. What did I do? Turn on comments. Oh, okay. The comments are turned on. I have a couple of requests here. I don't know if he's here. Let me accept. I accepted one. I don't know if this is him. Yeah, so JL is coming to the show. We're going to have a one-on-one with JL. He's going to tell his side of the story. Beautiful. I'm happy to do that. Sissy refused to come to the show. Why are you refusing if you have nothing to hide? If you want to ask me on a lie detector, Sissy bought nappies for my kid, I'll say yes, she did. Right? But the whole thing of coming and disrespect my kids and my integrity as a father, it's bullshit. I don't like that. That one, I don't like it. Must stop now. And mong two can took an account ya, kung ang took a ghost account. Ito ang ghost account mina so pendula kanjani. And someone requesting I'm accepting him is not answering. I thought maybe that was him. And please, if you don't understand how the music business works, you're an electrician and whatever, we are grateful for your support in the music industry. Because ungazostuka ungazi ukuthi kwenzakalani ku-music industry, ukuthi music business isebenza kanjani ngoba nathi asizazi intambo ukuthi isebenza kanjani. Says what? I don't know how cables work. So, and I respect it's completely your area if you're an electrician or whatever it is. If you're in Yaupe King, if you're umuntu otshontsha amafoni, angazi ukuthi amafoni atshontshwa kanjani. Career yakho leyo angina knowledge. Yeah, anyway, that's what I wanted to say. I'll close the show. We're closing this. I'll close this topic next week, Tuesday, with JL that agreed to come to the panel and talk. If you guys can, go ask Sisi to come to the show. Kolozi akavumi Sisi kuza kwishow ngoba akafuni like detector. So mind why I think this is where it's back and forth because this is exactly the back and forth I'm talking about. Instead of you coming out and respond and tell your side of the story, you are sending your brother to come here and insult us. You see? So I'll delete Hamba Juba from mainstream. You're not gonna find it. If this thing is not resolved this week, I'm deleting that song from mainstream and continue dropping my music. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, he's friendly. Father Patrick. There. Angiyitholi angiyitholi and manje sengibonile ukuthi manje nonke wonke umuntu uzofuna uba famous ngami manje la kodwa-ke hayi is the nature of the business ibani famous kodinga imikayo fame le ngimthola ufather Patrick la. I can't find him here. I can't find him here. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. Uh, I apologize about how he feels. It's his sister. I have not met this boy, not even once. And when Hamba Juba was happening, I met this boy. I saw him, and we never met, we never spoke. I saw him in Durban at Lala Tukzin's event. Didn't even talk to him because we don't have a relationship. So let me try type again, Father Patrick. I'm told. Anyway, my phone is going flat now, so yeah.